Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Pampered Pages. First of all, happy official September. Summer 2024 is quickly drawing to a close, and while I finished everything on my summer reading TBR plus some, I recently found myself perusing my shelves to see if there were any end of summer reads that I felt called towards. And there were. But before I get into those books, I want to backtrack a little and briefly talk about my recent reads. Since my Magnolia Parks Into the Dark reading vlog, a moment of recognition for my emotional wreckage, I have read 4 books: Assistant to the Villain by Nicole Maehrer, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, The Duke and I by Julia Quinn, and last but not least, Just for the Summer by Addie Jimenez. So, Assistant to the Villain. Fun. I enjoyed the dynamic between Evie and the villain and exploring their lives and backstories outside of the office. I did go ahead and end up getting the second book, Apprentice to the Villain, which came out last month, and I look forward to learning more about this kingdom and its residents, hopefully sometime this fall season. Have you ever been so immersed in a book that you didn't realize you had reached the end? Well, that is how I felt about The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. There is still so much to learn about these characters and this world, especially with how things ended in this one. No spoilers here, don't worry, but just know that I am fully intending on continuing along with The Wicked King. Also, maybe this fall season? I don't know. We shall see. Traveling back to London, 1813, I read The Duke and I by Julia Quinn. This is the first book in the Bridgerton series and recounts Daphne's and Simon's story. I enjoyed the dialogue between the Bridgerton siblings, and Simon's backstory squeezed several tears out of my heart. I found the writing to be fast-paced and was easily able to follow along the third-person omniscient POV style. I also enjoyed the lengthy second epilogue at the end. And just in time for the end of summer, I read Just for the Summer by Addie Jimenez. Now, I had debated on reading Part of Your World and Yours Truly beforehand, but I just really wanted to read this, so I did, and I absolutely loved it. The symbolisms, the lines, the character complexities, the storytelling, I can confidently say that this will not be my last Addie Jimenez read. After Just for the Summer, I found myself still on the romance train, so I jumped back in to the Bridgerton series with Anthony and Kate and the Viscount Who Loved Me, which brings me to now, today. I'm still sipping tea with Lady Whistledown here in book 2, but I have been curious as to what I want to pick up next, and I haven't been feeling the best, so I thought it would be nice to get all cozy this weekend afternoon and try a chapter of the books that I have been feeling called towards this end of summer season. With that being said, my lovely page pamperers, the books that I will be trying a chapter of this lovely September afternoon include Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. This is on my end of year TBR, so maybe its time is now. And then Wildfire by Hannah Grace. So let's get cozy, and I will report back in a bit and let you know my thoughts and where the vibes are leading me. I am done. That was really, really fun. And I do have my thoughts ready to go. But before I sit down and delve into those, it is time for dinner. And for dinner tonight, I am making a pastina recipe that I saw on TikTok. It looks so good, so warm, so comforting. I'm hoping it makes me feel better. Oh, and I will leave a link to the original video down in the description in case it is something you want to make for yourself. But I have everything ready to go in front of me. We've got some carrots, an onion, some celery, as you saw, broth, chicken bouillon, garlic, the pastina. Let's get cooking. Here we are again, now with a full stomach. Dinner was deliciously cozy, as were the vibes earlier. So, I did end up reading the first chapter of each book, prologue included, if applicable, and I think my next read after The Viscount Who Loved Me is going to be Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'll insert the blurb in case you're interested. Basically, the story takes place in August 1983, right before an end of summer house party that goes up in flames. There's also quite a bit of drama unfolding, and I very much feel the need to continue along. The end of summer vibes and the drama have pulled me in. Moving on to Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I enjoyed my time in the first chapter. I just feel like currently this might be a reversal in the direction I want to go seasonally. It takes place at a summer camp. The first chapter wasn't at summer camp. The first chapter, honestly, was quite a bit of a refresher. If you have read Icebreaker, there were many character appearances in the first chapter, but I just feel like I might hold off on this one for some time. Who knows? I might pick it up after Malibu Rising, but in this current moment, I'm feeling next summer, which I remember at the beginning of the summer looking at this book and thinking, oh, that'll be a good summer read this year, and I forgot about it, but c'est la vie. Watch me pick up Wildfire this winter. Who knows? That's the beauty of reading, which brings me to my last book, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I think this is going to be a beautiful read, and I need to read this book ASAP. However, I'm going to hold off until fall is a bit more in full swing for me. Based on the first chapter, I was getting One Dark Window vibes, and I just want the tone to be set. But I have a very strong feeling that I am going to be very, very firmly pulled into this one. All right, we have reached the end of today's video, but the beginning of a new bookish adventure. In the meantime, stay tuned for some fallish content headed your way. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope each of you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you soonish. Bye!